All right, guys, so this is the 991 steering column cover you guys saw. Why is this here? Because I didn't know where this one was. So this is the 997 one. Exact duplicate of the one that comes in your car. So actually, the steering wheel's over here, and this goes to the back of the car, and this is where your factory microphones are. Now, we sell a microphone that goes in here. A lot of you guys are known for it. So a lot of you guys know about it. So this is the factory microphone that's designed, factory style microphone designed to clip into here. Boom, all right. Now, we've recently started selling just the housing because we know there's a lot of guys out there that have certain radios that our mic isn't compatible with. So, you know, if you guys want to be extra careful, what you do is that you actually buy this. Currently, it's like $10 more just to add the microphone. So for $10 less, you can buy the housing, or for this radio, you have no choice. Just get the housing. But if you have a different radio, you can buy this, and if it doesn't work out, you can untape this and just take out the microphone, because all we do is drop it in there and tape it. So, what are we doing next? Let's get this out of here, because we are going to take apart this microphone. All right. You know what? Let me adjust the camera and zoom in a little bit so that way you get a better view. All right, guys. So I'm going to start this by saying I've never done this before. So if I struggle through it, that's why. All right. So I look over here. Good news. This microphone, made in Germany. It actually says it right here, made in Germany. That makes me very happy. Means the microphone's good, the call quality is going to be good. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to peel this back. All right, now, well, you don't actually have to peel it back. So I saw a screw here. Yeah, I stuck to my hand. So I saw a screw over here. Oh, you can see that right there. So I thought there was going to be another one under here. There wasn't. So you don't have to peel that back. Just a little Phillips head. Unscrew it from the wire side. I'm just going to pop out. Now we have a little microphone. Ooh, this thing is fancy. Oh, this is a fancy schmancy microphone. Let me get something else though. I wasn't expecting this big electronic thing. Let me get a pair of pliers so you can pull that out. All right, don't do what I do. These are cutters. I'm just going to use the edge. Go get a pair of pliers. I don't know what to tell you. Check the website. I am most likely going to completely make a different housing for this. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Because no one... So this microphone is supposed to go stuck to your wall, which is disgusting that that's even an option. So I am going to... Technically it fits like that, but I don't like that, so I have to redo things probably. I'm probably going to make this longer, so that way it fits the back over here. I made specifically for this microphone. I'm not sure how it's going to go down, but good news is that if you don't like the way it sounds in the new custom housing, you can always just put it back in here, and I'm guaranteed there's going to be a whole thread just about this, so we're good with that. I was not expecting that. Told you I was going to go through trials and tribulations. All right, let's move on to the car. All right, guys, the microphone housing is done. So all I did was extend our regular microphone housing. So I made it. Our microphones work good because, in my opinion, there's a little gap here. All right, so what I did here is just holds the microphone as so. Okay, you can do it either way. Actually, you probably want the circuit board down, and then that way there's a little opening here so it doesn't pinch. All right, and then that's going to go up. I'll show you how it goes in. Now, to take out the factory microphone, you want the steering column. All right, push it down and as far out as you can. Now under here there's two holes, one on each side. Now these are T10 Torx. Now you need a longer Torx. and you need a thin one. So what happens is you need a long thin thing like this. If you have a thicker one, it's not going to fit in. If it's too short, it's not going to be long enough. All right. So this is the only tool I have in the shop that does this. This is the equivalent of a 10mm, except for knock on wood or anything that looks like it. I never lose it. No joke. Like as soon as I'm done with this, I put it right back where it belongs. Because one time I didn't know where it was. I had to find it because I couldn't finish the job without it. So I don't know if you noticed, but the screw fell. Of course, the first one comes in easy. This one's replaced with a Phillips head. What's going on here? This car's low miles. I mean, most of these cars are low miles, but there it goes. Yeah, no, this has never been off. All right, now as you can unscrew it, you can see the thing will probably start popping up. Yep. All right, now I'm gonna. There you go. All right, so now we're going up here, and the microphone's open over here. Now, pro tip: I have fixed quite a couple jobs that have been started by other people. Obviously, some people. Everyone's good at something. I have no idea how to work on American cars. I do know how to work on German cars. So what I'm recommending right now is put something here, because what I see a lot of cars when they come in is that because they put the mic in, they go up here and this hits this and it scratches up the whole top, and this is painted. All right. So now I'm gonna go get a little bit of tape to put it on top. Honestly, if it was my car, I like the tape showing, but this isn't my car, so I'll be back. All right, for you guys who don't know the way a microphone works, these are all the electronics. These are probably the boosters, and you're gonna put this baby in here, so the sound comes in through here. Okay, now just put a piece of tape. When you guys get this, we use a different tape when we send it off, but I don't know where they put that tape. So we're using this tape for now. It all does the same stuff. It just keeps the silver from showing to the top. All right, so if you guys that know our mic, this is just basically a longer version of the mic. We'll sell you the housing by itself. All right, so this is going to go with the wire facing the front of the car, and then you're gonna pop it in the thing. Oh, I can't find the hole, it's dark. All right, so then I'm gonna pop it in. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. So we turned off the phones all day to get this video done. All right. So when you line it up, it's better to look. So over here, you see we have two little openings. Those line up with something. I'm trying to do this blind, but it's probably better if you have like a little flashlight, because you line up the two little notches. There we go. There you go. Now it's locked into place. All right, it's kind of hard to see, but it fits perfect. All right, now we're gonna run this cable over here. Let me see if I get lucky and I can run it without anything else. I doubt it. But all right, so we're gonna lift up, make sure the rubber's in the way. All right, let's get a little piece of plastic. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm using a big zip tie. The reason we don't sell these for you is because when we sell them, if we ship them, we're gonna break them up like this, so by the time you get it, they're not gonna be straight. So you're gonna get this up here, and then you're just gonna put the zip tie, whoopsie, in through there. Oh, careful. There's sharp metal back there. I just cut myself on something. Well, I didn't cut myself. It was like a little prick, and I'm like, oh, what's that? I think it was just probably an edge. I didn't cut, there's no blood, but it was a surprising. Now, when you do this, make sure you don't go through here and go through the steering wheel. Because, you know, I've never done that before. I do that all the time. Sometimes, you know, because you've done this so many times, you don't, you know, you're not like super worried about it. So be careful with this head too, because I'm leaving the head exposed instead of taping it, because I'm afraid it's gonna be fragile. So for you guys that don't know, when you finish this, there is a setting in the radio for microphone gain. So before you put this in, say it sounds like crap, and you start blaming the crappy microphone enclosure we built, set your radio correctly, because that's one of the big complaints about this radio when you first install it, is that the call quality is crap. Not with our microphone though, because you guys just saw at the beginning of this video, this was designed and manufactured in the United States using components found abroad. It's funny the way things work nowadays. Yeah, so we just designed this mic. I mean, we designed it years ago, I think 5-6 years ago, but we just made it bigger for this microphone is what I'm saying, while you were waiting. I don't know why you're seeing me undo knots, but all right, so that's that way. Now what I recommend is you tighten this snug, all right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, down here there's actually a thing you got to lock into, okay, so you have to slide in on both sides and then snaps into place, and voila, you're one of the cool kids that don't have a stupid microphone over here where the factory said to put it. All right, so this doesn't end the video, but at this point I'm going to put this back together, and me and Mike are going to grab some dinner, and I'm going to continue the videos tomorrow. I'm going to plug in an aftermarket radio versus factory radio, see what the sound's like. If this doesn't sound good, see if there's anything I can create to make it sound better. You know, at the end of the day, I see why people like this radio because it is factory. But if I can do an aftermarket radio plug and play, whether or not it looks good or not is an opinion. In my opinion, I'd rather have wireless CarPlay aftermarket, let's say a Sony or Pioneer radio, instead of this thing that is pretty much double the price. Well, probably about the same price for all the parts, but it's not wireless. And the graphics on aftermarket radios look a little bit better. But that's my opinion, and we'll be back and we'll do, let's see this radio versus that radio and what sounds better. All right, guys, so that's how you run the microphone. I had to cut it because Mike said he didn't like what I was saying, so we had to fix it. I would tie this to something back there, zip tie it or something to make sure it doesn't droop down. Don't make it too snug because obviously you don't want it to break, and you want movement, you know, because you go to the valet, he's gonna move it, so you want a little bit of wiggle room, but you don't want too much. And that's it. So now we're going to plug in an aftermarket radio and see what it sounds like, and then do verses, because at this point I think the whole install has been done, right? Yeah, we've done everything except for a backup camera. So let's plug in a radio and see what it looks like, and see what it sounds like, and maybe I have to make an adapter for this to make this sound better, who knows.